Okay, welcome back to another tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at saving data. I wanted to do this before we do high scores and stuff, just because it'll be easier to implement high scores after we've actually created this data management script. So this will be a bit intensive on the coding, but just bear with me. If you don't understand everything, that's okay. I'll put a link in the description which breaks down this single. What I'm doing is a singleton design pattern, and I'll leave a link in the description which you can follow for the full hour-long discussion about this technique that I'm using. So what this actually does is it writes out a serialized binary file to a persistent data path. So what that means is, like, a bunch of big words there, but basically what it means is it writes out like a file with just ones and zeros in it, and it actually like codes it out, and then when you start the game back up, it uncodes, it recodes all that stuff back into the project, and then works out what goes where, and basically does all the hard work, and you get your information back. But it's really good because it stops people from hacking your game. Well, it's a lot harder to hack your game than just using the Unity built-in saving mechanism. And yeah, so I'll just get started. And this will work on iOS, Android, basically every single thing except web. So because web, it's got nowhere to store anything. So this will work on consoles, on I use it for my iPhone game. So anyway, let's get cracking. Go into the scripts folder and create a new C# script. I'm going to call this data management. What's going on here? What is going on there? I don't know what that was about, but anyway, we'll ignore that because it's fixed itself. Okay, so we got a new data management script. I'll just zoom in for everyone back at home. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a few more namespaces. So the next namespace we're going to add is using system. Next one after that is using system dot runtime dot serialization dot formatters dot binary. Yeah, big namespace. And then using system.io. Cool. So they're all the namespaces we'll need to import. We need to actually change the we need to actually underneath the class here, we need to write public static data management, sorry, and then small capital D data management. Awesome. And we'll just add a couple of variables in here. So for our game, we're probably going to want a high score. So public int high score, and high score, and we'll probably want a public int coins collected. Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to change this to, we're going to get rid of this section here. We're going to change this to void awake. And what we're going to do is, so we're going to create a object in which, in the scene, that will be persistent through every scene, through menus and everything like that, and that's what will save all our data. So to do that, we need to write if data management, small data management, equals null. So that means if it doesn't exist, don't destroy on load game object. So it's not going to destroy this game object if the data management, if there's no data management, it's not going to destroy this game object because this object is is the game object. So then we can write data management equals this. So if there's no data management, don't destroy this object because this object is the data management game object. It is a bit confusing, but just bear with me. Then we're going to write else if, and just to neat it up a little bit, I'm just going to do that. We go data management. Now, an exclamation mark means is not. So it's not equal to this, then destroy game object. Cool. So that's going to say, okay, if there's no game object, make this the game object. But if data management is not this, we're going to destroy it. Awesome. So that will mean that there will always be an object called data management inside every scene. So that's fantastic. After we put this to a object, obviously, after we put this script to an object. Cool. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to write a save data method. Now this part will be a little bit complicated, and just for the sake of time, we're running out a bit of time in this project, so I'm just going to whiz through it. If you've got any questions, please comment in the section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them as soon as I can. And also, like I said before, I'll post that video. But so right now, we're just gonna write public void, and we're going to call this save data. Awesome. Cool, and then we're going to create a binary formatter. I'm going to call it bin form, and it's going to equal a new binary formatter. Cool, then we're going to create a file stream. I'm going to call it file. I'm going to equal to file dot create application dot persistent data path. So this is a data path in the application that is going to kind of always be there. So it's the persistent data path. And then we're going to put in the name of that, which will be /game info.dat. Awesome. So that creates the file. Next one, I'll just cool. Then we're going to write game data equals new game data. Sorry, game data. It's important to use the exact same like little capitals and big capitals that I'm using. Data dot high score equals high score. Data dot coins collected equals coins collected. Okay, so I know it's throwing up lots of exceptions here. So first thing what we're going to do is all this information here we're actually getting from a new class, and so I suppose it'll be a smart idea to actually create that class now. So outside of the actual data management class here, we want to go down a few, and we want to do open square bracket, and we want to write serializable, and then we want to write class game data, just like up here. And then we want to open, close. Then we want to write public int high score, public int coins collected. Okay, so here it is here, the data. So it's creating game data. So data.highscore equals high score. So don't worry, this will become a bit more clear after time. I'm just trying to race through this at the moment. But basically, this is the class that's going to be written out to the serialized binary file. So anything in here is what's going to be written out. And in the save data, we're actually saying, well, we're transcoding the local data here in this class to this data here. Cool. Then we want to write bin form dot serialize file dot data. Cool, and then we want to just close the file. File close. Cool. Alrighty. Okay, so underneath the save data, I know it's still throwing some exceptions, but we'll work that out after I've completely written the code. We want to write the public void load data. Cool. So in load data, we basically want to do the same thing, but it's going to be wrapped in an if statement. So if file.exists application.persistent data path plus slash game info dot dat then binary formatter bin call it the same as the other variable, doesn't matter, bin form equals new binary formatter. Well, we need to add some parentheses there. File stream file equals file.open application dot persistent data path plus just copy that, paste that there. File mode dot open. Cool. Game data, call it data again, equals game data bin form dot deserialize file. So I did not understand any of this when I first did it as well, but I had it on the App Store after I followed the tutorial, and everything worked fine. You just got to make sure you test everything. It's alright. I understand your pain if you're not following along. File.close. Now, sorry, we want to do curly. Sorry, we want to do parentheses there, and then we want to say high score equals data dot high score, and coins collected equals data dot coins collected. Cool. Now, arguably that shouldn't be throwing an exception now, but it still is. So we're just going to bring it into Unity and see what the problem is. Alright, so if we go back to Unity, Ah, there's the problem. So we need to put 2 parentheses there. Awesome, everything looks a-okay. That's the entire script there. Well, we've done well. Alright, so if we then create a new game object, OCD 0 it out, and we're going to call this data management, and we're going to stick that up the top next to scripts, and we might actually put no, let's just leave it like that, and we're just going to add the data management script to it. Okay, so if we press play, everything seems to be working fine, which is fantastic. Cool. Alright, so now we can get into creating a score system. So let's create well, let's just do something really simple. Let's go to, just to test out if the data management script is working fine. So in here we want to increase the score. Okay, so this is inside our player collision script. So what we can do is what I can do is just, instead of saying increase score here, I can write, what we do to add something is we get data management dot, let's go down to coins collected and plus plus. Awesome, so that means it's going to add 1 coin every time we collect a coin, and that is when we collect coins. Okay, cool. So that means that in this data management script, these coins should go up. So let's press play. I'll get out of maximize. Alright, let's see this bad boy in work. So when we collect coins, it should go up over here. Awesome, so it does work. Sweet. Cool, that's fantastic. Now, the only problem is when I turn off the game, turn on the game, nothing happens. They're gone back to nothing, which means that people will lose their high scores. So what we need to do is we actually need to call the save method. So in player dies, just before the application is loaded, in the save score section that I put here, we can write data management dot save data. And then, just for argument's sake, what we're going to do is going to create a new C# script called game init, game initialize, and then just in the start function, let's need it up a bit, we're just going to call data management dot load data. Awesome, and we'll put that game init script on the scripts folder. Now let's rock and roll. Let's click over to data management. So it's at 0 and high score is at 0. Alright, so we collected 4 coins. So now when we hit an enemy, bang, we're dead. Still got those 5 coins. Turn the game off, turn the game back on again. Don't know why that did not work. 2, die. Let's see what's going on here. Die, alright, so I wonder why it's not working. Loading the data. Maybe we have to put this in awake. Let's give that a spin. It's the inkling I have. Awake happens before start, so there's a chance that maybe it's deleting the game object script or something before. So collected my coins, died, got 7. Oh, turn the game off, turn the game back on again. How peculiar. Actually, sorry people, I'm just debugging here. In the load data, log. Loaded. Let's see. Should let us know. Okay, it's not loading data for some reason. Okay, but put that in there to see if that's even getting called. It's probably something really simple. Okay, so that's getting called, so this script's working. This is not working. Okay, we'll be back in a sec. Okay, straight after I stopped recording there, I noticed this in our data management script. So in our data management script, I didn't have in this if file exists application path, I didn't have a / here. So that was the problem. So now that I put that in there, we go back to Unity, press play, loaded data. Awesome. So we can take that debug.log out. Everything should work fine now. Let's give it a go. Let's go to data management. Oh. Got 11 coins. Oh, it's already worked. So let's die. Bang. And then turn it off. Had 17. Turn back on. 17. Bang. So now the file will be created and it will stay created on whatever device you put it on, which is awesome. So that means our high score will stay there, the amount of coins we'll collect will stay there, everything is awesome. Alright, fantastic. Okay, whew, got a bit messy there for a while. Next time we're going to do scores and do some UI work, and then yeah. So tune in next time, guys, so we handle this project some more, and we'll just keep kicking on. And it's nearly done, guys. We're getting to the end. We're getting to the part where we actually make it feel like a game, audio, visuals, things like that actually will make it feel a lot better. So right now, obviously, it's feeling a bit clunky, but trust me, it'll feel better, look better, and it'll taste better at the end. Awesome, guys. I'll see you later.